What you call a man who can't commit to the cloth? Monkish. Yeah, so we've got a beer from Monkish out of the States, and this is the triple IPA, Realer Than Real. Won this in sort of like a raffle thing on Facebook. There were two versions of this. Things the exact same beer, but one's just got a darker label. So I thought there'd be like a difference in hop build or something like that, but looking on Untapped very quickly, yeah, it just seems like it's just a different label for the same beer. So yeah, triple IPA from one of the kings of triple IPA, well, kings of IPAs. Let's not beat around the bush. They're one of those American breweries who are known for this sort of beer. And I had the honeycomb IPA. I can't remember what it was called, which I was a little bit disappointed with, to be honest. It was still a fantastic beer, but you know. But yeah, triple IPAs. So looking forward to this one. 10% ABV. Of course, these guys are out of Torrance, out of California. Doesn't specify what hops there are, but it doesn't matter. And I do like that artwork, sort of like a Everlast style, but in the words of Monkish, with Monkish as the lettering. Can't speak. So I've had this for a few weeks now, because I wanted it to settle a little bit, being a triple IPA. So we'll see what we get with this one. I had a nice triple IPA last night from Pomona Island, which that review may or may not have already been uploaded. I don't know. So we'll see what this is like. So looks really nice. That looks like a murky, sort of dirty, orangey yellow. Reminds me of peach, like a peach compote, with just shy of 2 fingers worth of slightly yellow tinged white head. It's looking really nice. It's looking dense and chewy. So hopefully it's one of those luxurious mouthfeels. Don't do that again, Pete, because that was fucking weird. But yeah, looking good. So let's see what we get on the nose. Get that slight alcohol coming through. It's got a savoury dank edge that you get a lot with triple IPAs. A little bit of orange coming through. Fresh leaf basil. Yeah, it is quite herbal. And it smells like the herb as well. Quite resiny. That was the whitest way anyone could ever refer to marijuana. But yeah, it's got that sticky, resiny sort of skunk vibe about it, without being a skunky beer, of course. I know all the terminology, being a seasoned drug addict. But yeah, it smells good. Not like overtly in your face or anything like that. It's got quite a nice balance to it, but you are smelling that 10%, I would say. But not in like an abrasive manner. Anyway, it's smelling good. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, folks. You can taste the alcohol in there without tasting like alcohol. Yeah, that's a big brash 10%. Usually, brews can get away with 10% tasting like a fucking 7%, like a 8% double IPA tasting like a, or like feeling like a session IPA. But yeah, definitely getting the ABV on this one. Soft, almost milky mouthfeel, I would say. It's not the chewiest or the boldest of bodies, but it's still good. Yes, creamy. It's very creamy. Gotta say, not much else with this one. Like rarely sort of like in your face or distinct. Nice bitterness on the back end. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it. I'm just getting like very sort of like general citrusy characters. It's almost like a berry-like sweetness in there as well. From looking at the reviews on Untapped, it seems this beer develops quite nicely as it warms up in the glass. But it's a big, bold triple IPA at the end of the day. It's not the fruitiest tasting, it's not the sweetest. Is it a bad beer? Fuck no. It's a wonderful drinking experience, but I think you go, oh, it's Monkish here in the UK. You know, really well established and well regarded brewery for beers like this. So I think you're gonna have that that higher expectation level than, let's say, if it was a triple IPA from Cloudwater or Dare or something like that. Very slight sherbet lemon carrots coming through. It does have, now I'm thinking about it, a little bit like a lemon curd. But without like the sort of like zinginess you get from lemon. But it's got soft berry-like character. Sort of like going more towards, it's like a toned down strawberry. There we go. It's nice though. Aside from the slight warmth on the back end, the alcohol isn't as detectable in taste as I was expecting. You do definitely get a little bit more of that on the nose as opposed to the flavour. That's like alcohol builds up and lingers on your breath though as you're talking. Almost like sort of like slightly warms up your throat. We all like a good throat warm up. So unnecessary. But yeah, I'd be interested to see how this develops as it's like sat in the glass. It has got that slight green character to it, but it doesn't really take away from the drinking experience. It just sort of reinforces that it's a big, bold 10% IPA. But I've had hoppier tasting examples of beers like this. I think Cloudwater have produced some wonderful triple IPAs recently. We had that really nice one from Hop City. I think this is definitely a style Europeans have really embraced, although people are afraid of triple IPAs almost. But you know, give me like 1 pint cans of a triple IPA and I'll be happy. And yeah, I'm very happy that I've got another can of this to sit back and enjoy. Yeah, it's oily, it's resiny, it's got that sticky sweetness. And it's actually really quite rounded and muted, in all honesty, but in a good way. It's not the best triple IPA that I've ever had. Something like, and I hate to compare it to other breweries, but I think probably the best triple IPA I've ever had would be the Triple Miler Daydream from Other Half. And that was like a can that was God knows how many months old. It was kindly gifted to me by Harry from Blue Nose Beer Reviews. But this is still good. I think with my next can, I'm not going to drink it straight out the fridge because I think I am masking some slight flavours in this one. But then again, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a really complex triple IPA or just a nice, crushable. It's got like the genetic makeup and the aesthetics of a juice bomb, but I'm expecting a little bit more juicy flavour. I think that's what I sort of expected to get before even opening the can. And I think I have that sort of like expectation with a lot of the American beers that I can get my hands on. I know there's the likes of Finback. It's relatively easier to get hold of their beers compared to something like Monkish. I think the only way you're really going to get your hands on these is if you're in the trading community. Which the guy who put this up on Facebook, he's got a bottle shop as well. But I've always said, because traders do get quite a negative sort of reaction. A lot of times it's justified because some of them are scalping entitled bastards. Do you know what I mean? Like to wave the dick around on Instagram. I actually gestured me waving my imaginary massive penis around, but you couldn't see it. Thank God. Let me have some dignity. So I didn't really want to do a shout out, just in case it. Not that I've got a reach at all on the channel and on my Instagram, but you know, he's just fuck it. And he seems like a really nice guy. The guy who sent it, who won this off. I mean, £8.50, and I got some proper bangers, like 4 cans from that, and all I had to pay was £8.50. Money well spent. Do you know what I mean? I'd be over the moon if I paid £8.50 for this alone. It's got a lovely, oily, hoppy smell. And I think I'm getting a little bit more character now that it's not like completely chilled, ice cold. Although it's not really ice cold because the fridge is. For some reason, they always put the fridge on medium, which pisses me off. But yeah, I don't know. Part of me thinks maybe this could benefit from maybe another sort of week before I open another can. But then again, you don't really get that impression that it's too green or too fresh. I mean, I think it was canned in either late April, early March. Might even be in late late March. No, late April, early May, or it could have been opened in late March. You did put the canned on dates on the post, but can I be fucked to go through that Facebook group? No, I can't because I'm lazy. But yeah, I think this is really nice, and I think the only reason why I'm not going to give it like a stupidly good score is because I think I sort of like overhyped it. I did that with the Pomona Island Triple IPA, so I think I've overly romanticised that style. Coming off some really nice ones, some likes of Cloudwater and Other Half. But yeah, this is still damn good. If you can get your hands on it, you're in for an absolute treat. You really, really are. So in terms of a rating, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10, which is still a damn good score at the end of the day. So yeah, that's Monkish's. Oh, that I should say it. That is Realer Than Real from Monkish, Triple IPA. It's got a canned on date, I think. For real, it says. 27th of the 4th, 2020. So I think that's the latter part of April, and we're in June the 9th. So you're still getting a lot of flavour. But then again, hoppy beer in cans tend to last a hell of a lot longer than what you would get in bottles, so it sort of like lessens the pressure of getting these beers in. But yeah, not too many complaints. I just think I overhyped it, and I was expecting this is what I'm going to get, and I didn't. But I'm really not upset with this. If this just poured to me blind, I'd be like, what? Do you know what I mean? But I think I've made this point quite a few times now. It's getting to a rambly video. But and I mean this as no sort of like disrespect to Monkish or any of the other American IPAs who've got this reputation over the past 3, 4, 5, 6 years. But I think we in Europe are brewing beers that are comparable, if not surpassing, a lot of these breweries, which is not a bad thing. And I think it definitely helps when these American brewers come over to the UK and they collaborate, and brewers out of Europe go collaborate with brewers in the US, and then brewers who've collaborated with these brewers who've got a reputation within Europe, they'll brew with other brewers in Europe. And I know there's some people get a little bit, it's a collaboration beer, but I like that. I like that because you get the expertise of 2, 3, 4, how many breweries are working together. And it's not just that beer in question that you're trying at the time, but that brewing experience is then gonna, help those breweries anyway. And I'm sure the American breweries are taking a lot of advice and techniques from us and that sort of thing. So yeah, I think we're doing beers, of this level. I think we really are. And again, I'm not going to like go, we're better than the Americans when it comes to beer, because what are you trying to prove? Do you know what I mean? You're just going to sort of divide, which is the last thing we need at this current point in time. But yeah, I've waffled on for way too long. If you get the chance to try it, or if you can pick it up for a good price, then you're in for an absolute treat. It's really, really good. And yeah, 8.5 out of 10 isn't anything to smirk at, really. The body's nice though. Anyway, if you've tried this or anything else from Monkish, then let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Their website and social media links will be included in the description, as always. If they've got a web shop, whether it just be for merch, or I'm not sure what the sort of like licensing laws and distribution laws are like in California. So I'll just put as much information as I can down below. And yeah, I'm very happy that I've got another can of that. So yeah, if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions. What's some of your favourite triple IPAs? Are you one of those absolute losers who would prefer a triple IPA in a 330ml can? Because I don't want that much triple IPA. Go away. Only joking. If you don't like that much of a strong beer, fair dues. That was just a jibe at the likes of Jake, Rob, Harry. You know, those arseholes who for some reason I associate with. So much better than them. Really, really am. Oh, Adam, I don't think he likes high ABV beers in such, tall cans and things like that. But I love it. My liver doesn't, and my pride the following day might get affected, but I could happily devour, a 6-pack of those in 500ml cans. Get it? Which I think it is a little bit bigger than a 440. Could be wrong, probably am. And I think that's why people watch this channel, so they can laugh at me. Anyway, so yeah, thoughts, opinions, always welcome. Cheers for watching. Thank you for putting up for this utter nonsense. And I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers.